Welcome to the Patrick and Hilal Show, featuring Johnny.
What up?
Johnny's probably our longest member here and a really good friend of ours. He's been training here for the last, I don't know, how long now? 3 years?
3 years?
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember the first day you walked into Good Life. So Good Life's in Melbourne, and that was the first gym we trained at. And he did the gym had like a Kickstarter package where if you're a new member, you can get 3 free personal training sessions. And I think you were like my 5th Kickstarter I've ever had.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I started training this guy, I'm like, sweet, he's got the same ethnicity as me. We can talk about other things than just personal training and fitness and health. We can talk about sport. We started talking about UFC really quick.
We did.
And then, your training, you were just always really curious about lifting weights. I realized doing cardio wasn't your forte.
It's not my favourite.
Not your favourite. But you still push through.
Yes.
So we got a few things we're going to go through today, but I think most of it was us talking about UFC.
That's fine with me. I'm happy with UFC talk.
Yeah, you just got back from, where'd you get back from?
So I just came back from overseas. So I'm part of the bridal party for one of my mates' wedding.
Yeah.
And we went to Thailand to go get our suits.
Yeah.
Then we went to Korea and Taiwan.
Oh,
Awesome.
Have you ever been there before?
I've been to Thailand only, never been to Korea and Taiwan. And I saw one of the UFC fighters in Thailand, in Phuket, because he was training out of, it was the guy that was on he's a Korean guy. He's
Dong Yong Kim?
No, not Dong Yong Kim.
I know who you're talking about. The guy got knocked out at UFC 200.
From Mike Perry.
Yeah, he got knocked out.
Yeah, he got knocked out cold. Anyway, so we were just walking around Phuket. It was really a hot day, but it was rainy because it's typhoon season over there. And this guy was just walking and he was just shopping around. Man, this guy looks familiar. And one of my mates actually said, "Hey man, I think this is the UFC fighter," because he just watched the card who I was with. And then this guy didn't speak no English anyway. This UFC fighter. And I go up to him and go, "Hey man," I go, "Do you fight for the UFC?"
Of course.
And then he was just smiling and nodding. And I go, "I don't think this guy understands what I'm saying." Then he gets one of his mates.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "What's this guy saying?" And I go, "Does he fight for the UFC?" And he goes, "Yeah, he fights for the UFC." I go, "Oh shit!" I go, "Let's take a photo." So then we just took a quick snap.
That's funny.
But I ran to a few
I
fighters.
feel like, if you showed us a list of celebrities and fighters you've taken photos with, I think you've got a massive list.
Yeah, not so much celebrities, but more fighters. Because I go to a lot of events. Like obviously I went with you guys to the open workout with Rousey.
Can I explain what happened at this?
What happened?
Yeah, so we went to, what was that at Fit Square? What was
that? That was open workout.
That was the open workout. So
UFC open workout.
The UFC open workout.
So the UFC is the ultimate fighting championships held around the world where people fight mixed martial arts, and they had an event in Melbourne. And we went to the pre-fight, which is when they do their warm-ups before the event starts. And Hilal's going to go,
Yeah, so they had every athlete come up and do like a workout, so everyone of their fans can kind of surround them and just see them and obviously show them their support. They also had like a line where the athletes kind of walk out with all their security guards and all that stuff. And what we all did was we all went to that line so we can kind of like say hi to everyone and hopefully like score a photo of them. And then suddenly, like literally every single person that walks through, do you want to name a few of these people that were walking through?
There was Mike Swick.
Yeah.
There was Forrest Griffin that came through. Valerie Turno. Mark Hunt, Big Silver.
Yes.
There was heaps.
Yeah.
Like everyone, even their trainers were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holly Holmes,
Holly Holmes.
Ronda Rousey, like everyone. And then you see Johnny going, "Hey, can I have a photo?" Then you've got he's just like this, with a massive smile, and they're all like, first thing they see is his face, and then they come up to him.
They come around.
And they get a photo with him.
We had the best, I reckon, where we were standing was the best part.
And then me and Pat are in the background going, "Yeah, we'll get one too." So we're kind of jumping in, taking a photo with them while Johnny's calling everyone in.
We saw the Melbourne Cup winner there too.
Yes, that's right, we did.
We saw a lot of people there. It was a hot day.
Even the commentators. What's her name? Megan Oliveira.
With her husband.
Yeah, Joseph Benavides.
Yes.
Yep.
Did you get a photo with Joe Rogan?
No.
Have you ever had a photo with Joe Rogan?
No, I got one with Dana White. Yeah. So what happened? Let me explain what happened. That screwed me. I'm so cut every time I think about this. So I saw Dana White. Yeah. You know how when we went to the UFC village before the event, after the weigh-ins. Anyway, so I stuck around and I met.
I remember that. Yes, when it was after he was talking.
Yes. And then I go, "Hey, Dana White, I'm a big Joe Rogan fan."
The first thing
I had the Joe Rogan t-shirt on. Yeah, that was the first thing I said. The first thing I said to him was, "I've been to all the UFC events in Australia. Big fan." And
Good
he said,
start.
Yeah, you always got to come in like that. And I have, bro. And then what happened was, then I go, I'm a big Joe Rogan fan. And I go, is there any chance I can meet him? Because you saw there, like everyone was just asking for free stuff, and he just kept saying yes to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna ask. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, yeah, no worries. Then he calls his security guard over.
Yeah.
And then he goes, all right, just look after this guy tomorrow at the event. So the event was the next day. So the security guard goes, give me your email address. Email me when you're at the arena. Let me know what seat numbers. I'll come grab you. Then I'll take you to go see Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the reception, I don't know about you guys, but the reception in there was really bad.
Shit.
On the day
Yeah,
of
it
the
was
event.
terrible.
Right.
So I come in, and then I had his email. Then I emailed him, and then I said, hey, I'm here. I'm sitting here. When can you come and grab me? And then I was waiting, no reply. And I was like, oh, man. And I was like so anxious, I was just standing the whole time, just like, didn't want to miss the security guard guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, and like an hour later, I'm like, oh, man, I don't think this guy's... I know. Then he replied back. And then he said, all right, I'll come around shortly. And he goes... he didn't ask for my seat number yet. Then he goes, what's your seat number? That's when I emailed him back. But what I actually did was, instead of replying back to him, I replied back to myself. I was like,
how do you reply to yourself?
Exactly. So then, I thought I'd been sending him emails, and I kept on replying, like sending him emails, but I was sending emails to myself. Saying, hey, what's going on? Are you going to come and grab me?
Yeah.
Then, when Rousey was about to come out, okay, there's no chance I can actually go see Rogan. It's going to be way too busy now. The main event's on. And then I thought, this guy screwed me over completely. So I was really cut, Then when I went home, and I was looking at my emails, and I go, what the hell? I haven't got emails from myself. And then I was just replying back to myself, and I was like, the guy never got my seat number, and I was so dirty.
Yeah.
But
That's really...
So if Joe Rogan was watching this...
I'll explain to you guys who Joe Rogan is
Oh,
first.
yeah.
He's the person that made podcasts what podcasts are. So this is like a mini version of a podcast, but he's podcast king. And he's the commentator for the UFC, and he's also their host for X Factor. Well, Fear Factor, sorry.
Their show.
The craziest show.
well, they cancelled that,
Yeah, they cancelled it.
I told you why.
The donkey sperm.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us.
So Fear Factor was on for in the 90s,
I love that show.
And then it stopped for some reason. I don't know why. I don't think it got enough ratings. And then in 2011, 2012, we kicked back up because Rogan obviously made a big name for himself again. And then I think it was 4 or 5 episodes into the new season when they made these contestants drink probably about a big cup of donkey sperm. And then after that it was just axed. So it was done after that.
I think that was a final straw, literally.
I think it was. That's what he was saying anyway.
The final literally straw.
Yeah, so it's on YouTube, so if you guys want to go suss it out.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll put the link below.
Link below.
Yeah, link below.
Was it anyone was drinking it, yeah?
Everyone, all the contestants. If you
They
didn't drink
all
it,
had
you're
to
out,
drink
you're out
it.
of contest. Yeah.
So not one person.
No, I think it was it was a couple's, it was like a team.
And they
feedback
both had to do
yeah.
it.
And then both of you guys had to do it to obviously pass on to the
Would you
next
have
level.
done it?
What did they win?
They win 15, 20,000.
Okay, I've got a question for you guys. Would you drink donkey sperm for $20,000?
Would you have done it?
Me?
Yeah.
How much sperm is it?
How much was it?
Yeah, probably about a good liter.
Was it
A
warm?
litre.
Was it
Under
warm
a
or
litre.
cold?
A litre. Would you
What?
drink
I think they just
a litre of donkey sperm
Would you?
for 20 grand? Yes.
Would you?
I'd
If I was
try.
going on the show.
I'll try.
I'll be in that mindset, so
Yeah.
I would. I'll just go.
I'll
Yeah.
take pre-workout and I'd just go hard.
But what if you had no pre-workout? This is on the show.
I'd be doing these ones. I'd ramp myself
But you'd
up.
do it, yeah?
Yeah, I'd go.
Yeah.
I'd scull it. I'd go.
Yeah.
And I'd do it, get my 20 grand, throw it all up in the toilet, and check out. So if you guys would do it, like this video, or even comment below saying I
Yes
would.
or no. Say if you would or if you wouldn't.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Or why would you?
Yes, do that.
And everyone who says yes, we'll bring some in.
We're gonna find some donkey sperm.
Yuck.
We'll ship it up from the US.
Yeah.
Warm.
Warm.
That's
that's
disgusting. It's like, can that impregnate someone? It can't.
What? Donkey
Because it's
sperm?
warm.
Wow.
No.
Whatever. Anyway, my head's going out. Let's go. Next
So
question.
that's yeah.
Getting back to
that's
it.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, if he was watching this right now,
You better watch.
and obviously you
On his
both
podcast.
are massive fanboys of him, and I really like him too, because I didn't know that he ran Fear Factor. But yeah, what would you guys say to him right now? Or what's your ultimate wish?
What would I say to Joe Rogan? I reckon one day I'll
Dream
be
a
on his
genie.
podcast. So I'll say whatever I want to him when I'm there. But the first thing I'd say to him would be, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen in your life? Because he's seen a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good one. I'll just say, look, I'll just let him know that he's really inspirational the way that he comes across, the way that he talks about things.
He opens what he does the best.
He's got a big personality. That's what I've seen.
He opens up conversation. He doesn't dictate where it goes. He opens everything up. He's an open forum.
Yeah.
There's no, this is who I am, and this is who I'm not. He's very like, just chill out, man. Just be yourself. Yeah, like, don't 100%. Take life too seriously. And he's really articulate. So when he talks about something that he's really passionate about, I think that, or if you're passionate about it as well, and he's talking about it, I think it really gets you into it. Yeah. And that's what I found. Because it makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Like with any topic, whenever he talks about conspiracy theories, he's actually making a little bit of sense.
Eddie Bravo, conspiracy theories, my companions.
What do you like about conspiracy theories?
I love conspiracy theories. I think I'm a big conspiracy theorist.
Me too.
Yeah. So, look, I reckon there's a lot of things that, for example, if we're talking about like the government that they want us to know about. Yeah. There's a lot of hidden things.
Maybe someone's watching our YouTube channel now. Let's not say a lot.
I've been watching too much documentaries. And it's brainwashing.
What kind of documentaries are you watching?
Oh man, I watched a lot of 9/11 ones.
9/11. I used to watch a lot of 9/11 ones, but I always felt like every time I watched something that was from 9/11, I felt like my mood changed afterwards. Like
after watching it?
Yeah, after watching it, I'm not as productive. I procrastinate about everything. I get so involved and invested into like hardship that it takes me a while to get out of it.
Yep.
So I stopped watching 9/11 stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I eased off as well.
Yeah.
But how many towers do you guys reckon went down in 9/11?
None.
2.
There's only Twin Towers. I only thought the one I saw in
there's 3.
Okay, no, yeah, there was
Tower 7 or Tower 9?
Wasn't there one big, the Trade Center, which is 2?
Yeah, so that's the 2.
And the one next to it.
The one, around the corner from that, which went down like a demolished, like a demolition. Yeah. So it wasn't like, planes falling into it, or they were saying like, the heat of the 2 Twin Towers obviously made it collapse. But that's the building where it had all the important, like, documents, all the FBI files, everything like that. So, and then they just shut that shit down.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, shit, are we allowed to swear on this?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people have said, Adrian said the F-bomb.
I heard that, actually.
Yeah, and he was so happy. He was like, F-bomb! Woo!
Kids watching at home. No, we don't.
But yeah, F-bombs are great if they're said as F-bomb, not the word.
Oh, right.
Boom!
I've got to be careful then.
What other documentaries you watch?
Bubbles?
I really like nature documentaries.
Me too!
Yes, they're the best, right?
Wow, Johnny!
The hunting ones?
Yes, the lion ones.
Yes, the lion African ones. Yes. Or have you watched the Great Migration?
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah,
wow.
I love those ones.
They're so great.
It's really interesting.
Did you watch I got into creepy the spider ones and the snake ones?
Oh yeah, but even the plant ones.
Yes.
That can eat you.
Those ones that.
Yep.
Yes. They're so docos are great. You learn so much.
Oh yeah.
But it's so interesting because you're like, how are I remember I watched a crocodile one once, and it was in the water with the crocodile while it's hunting for its prey, and then I'm like, I wanted the crocodile to get the prey, but then as soon as it got the prey, it was so the kill was so full on that I'm like, let this thing go, let it go. It was like a deer. It was like this big thing, and it was hunting, and you can follow the crocodile. And then you can see this deer kind of walking or whatever, and you can see there's this music in the background or whatever.
It's dramatic.
And then it pounces, and then the deer was it had a whelp. I'm like, let it go, and then it full wrecked it. It demolished it. There was blood everywhere.
Are they full doggos?
They're full on doggos.
I do a lot of YouTube animal fighting.
Yep.
I like lions fight tigers and stuff.
I've been really getting into YouTube street fighting, bullied justice.
Really?
That's the best. When you see someone getting
I watched a bit of it yesterday on Facebook.
That?
Yeah, it's awesome.
What is it?
It's just bullies, how they go around and pick on, and then they just caught on camera, World Star Hip Hop.
Yeah.
They get caught on camera, and then the person that's getting bullied just beats the shit out of them.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So the person that's getting bullied gets beaten.
Yeah. So it's bully
Good.
justice. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Every bully
Bullies
can.
If you're a bully, call us because.
What's your definition of a bully?
Someone who picks on someone
that is a little bit more vulnerable.
Yep. Or they
asshole.
Just someone who thinks they're better than someone else.
Yeah.
And then picks on someone and obviously puts them down.
Yeah.
So I used to be bullied, I think, when I was a kid. I used to be a bit of a bully as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I can completely agree. I used to get like my school growing up. I felt like everyone was bullying each other. Like sometimes you get in situations like, oh, that doesn't seem right. When there's 3-on-1, when it's 1-on-1 where you're just throwing like slangs like words at each other, I think that's equal bullying. Because there's no one.
That's
on
a
top.
joke. It's kind of like a joke.
Yeah,
not
kind of
a joke,
but it gets a bit too far when the person's not even defending themselves.
Yeah.
My definition of a bully is when the person that can't defend themselves doesn't,
and they keep going.
until they spur a reaction out of them to make this person feel better about themselves. I don't agree with that. Like anytime I'll say something to someone as a joke and they feel offended, I won't keep going. Otherwise you're bullying. You're probing at someone's emotions.
Oh, 100%.
What were you bullied on?
Ethnicity, just a physical appearance, like that stuff would always happen at my school. Like I'd give it back just as hard to the person giving it to me because I've always been brought up to stand up for yourself. I've also learned to take things on the chin. So I'm very smart. Like if I feel like I'm cornered with a group of people, I'll find a way to talk my way out of it instead of get myself into a fight where I know I'll wake up and not know where I am.
Yeah.
I think it's very silly too because I've seen a lot of that happen in my school. People think, their mouth is what gets you in trouble. People that just have big mouths.
What about you, Johnny?
Very similar to Pat. Like for my race, the hard thing. It wasn't really that hard. I mean, I went to a school where there was a lot of. I live in the northern suburbs. Yeah. So I went to a school where there was a lot of Muslims, and not that there's anything wrong with them. I love Muslims. All my neighbours are Muslims.
I'm Muslim.
But it was a lot.
I'd be a Buddhist.
Turkish.
Anyway.
A lot of Turkish. It's a Turkish area. Yeah. So it was a high school full of like probably 95% Turkish.
Wow.
And the rest was just all different other races.
Wow.
So I think all the Turks back then, and everyone was still young back then, but they used to obviously all group into one big group.
Yeah.
And if they see someone obviously singled out like an Asian or a white person, that they'll just pick on it. And then I was so upset about it.
Let's put the things into like perspective for everyone watching at home. Melbourne is a very multicultural city. Yeah, there's a lot of races, a lot of different people, and it's very easy to throw like racial slurs at people. Not saying it's right, but you hear it more in Melbourne than you do in like say Brisbane or Perth because there's a lot. It's more diverse here, right? And I don't think it's right. I think because people get numb to it. Like I in high school when we were throwing racial slurs at each other, we used to do it equally as a group and think no one's racist. But I think that encourages more racism.
Yeah, it does.
What I've learned when I've grown up is if you don't, I've always remembered my grade 1 teacher saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Because like what for? You're just wasting. Air.
Exactly. I remember because of my name. So my name's Hilal, and people that weren't like of my background used to always pronounce it as like when the teacher used to be like halal, which is like this other form of thing, like. I'd get really annoyed because I'd get bullied as it and it would be like, halal, do you have halal meats? I'm like,
Get over it.
And then I got over it. At the start, I'd be like, ha. But I used to poker face it a lot. I used to be like, ha. But deep down, I'm like, I'm so over this. Yep. And then I used to like obviously get bullied like about my weight because growing up as a kid, like I was overweight. And I remember certain people, they don't need to be mentioned because I don't know where you guys are now, but I hope you guys are doing really well. But I used to get bullied about what I looked like in appearance of like, you're like me and my best friend. So my best friend's very petite. Hi, Angie, if you're here. So we kind of went to high school, primary school together, high school together. And I think it was in grade 3 or 4. I was like one of like the big, like I was overweight as a kid and she was like really skinny. And from Lion King, how like there's Timon and Pumbaa. So I was Pumbaa and she was Tone. And I remember there was this one guy that used to always give it to me like all the time, like, Pumbaa's coming. And I was like, ha. But deep down I'm like, I'm over it. And then one day I remember he said it and he started singing the Lion King. And obviously because I loved Lion King. And he started to make me like feel like every time I heard the song, I was getting angry. And I'm like, I love this. Why am I getting angry? I remember one time I turned around and I'm like, I cut sick. Like, I didn't think he was ready for me to like go crazy. I went crazy. I was like this 10-year-old cutting sick at this guy. And then as soon as I saw him kind of like what the hell, you know, go funny. I'm like, oh, if I speak up for myself, I won't get picked on so much. So as soon as, like, obviously primary school is one slate, you go into high school, and again, bullies tend to pop up. So it was this other bully that popped up, and I remember, again, it was this time somehow I got called Hitler because of my name, Hilal Hitler. Now I like it because people call me Hitler in the training sessions, I love it because I love being evil to people because we're evil to ourselves, so it's fine. But I remember, he called me overweight in a bad way and then Hitler at the same time, and I was so angry. And again, the same thing happens, but this time I was more like crazy because I was like, what the hell, da, da, da. And then he was like this Lebo guy, and he full was like, what the hell? And he full started saying all this other stuff back to me, and then we had this argument, and then I got, deep down, I got really sad, and I remember, girls don't do this, I ended up like eating like a salad a day and like training for like 3 hours a day on a treadmill that we had at home just so I could lose weight. And I remember, stupid, I lost like 20 kilos in a matter of like 7 weeks because I was, I'd get to points where I'd be running on the treadmill and I had video hits. I used to record video hit videos, and I used to put that tape cassette on and watch the video clips, and then as soon as a song would come on, like I remember Pink song used to come up on, and Survivor by Destiny's Child, and all this stuff used to come on, and I used to like run. That was my sprint track. And then I'd walk as soon as it was over, and then I'd run again and walk again. And there was times where, like, because I was eating like one meal a day, I'd get dizzy. So I'd like jump off the treadmill, sit down on the couch, and be like, I'm dizzy. But nah, I need to like lose weight so I can prove this guy wrong. So I'd jump back on the treadmill and keep training until my 3 hours was done. Because stupid. I'd burn like 2,000 calories. Because technically, I used to be calories in, calories out. So you start to research this stuff, and I found out that 7,000 calories was equivalent to 1 kilo of loss of weight, not just fat, but weight. And back then, I didn't know what fat loss and muscle loss and water loss was. I just thought if I look less on a scale and I'm physically changing, it's good. So I used to like do 3 hours to burn 2,000 calories, because 2,000 over a week, over 4 days would be like a kilo, and I'd eat 1 meal a day, so I'd be in a deficit. So I'd be dropping weight. Every morning I'd weigh myself and I'd be like, I'm 500 grams less. Wow, I'm 2 kilos less. Whoa. And then that would fuel me because I was seeing a result and I was changing. And my mum was like, wow, you're doing so well, because she was like naive to this stuff. And my mum's like a little Turkish mum, like really tiny, doesn't know Turkish a lot, but all into like the whole TV shows that say that you should diet to lose weight. Love your mum, but she's slowly understanding that that's not the right thing to do. But she used to be like, oh, you're losing weight, good. And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing good. And then it got to a point where I lost it all. I was like skinnier. I wasn't ever thin, but I was like, I think like 56 kilos. And we went overseas, went and saw family. They were like, oh, you're so skinny. I'm like, yay. And then I came back, and then like in a matter of like a year, because that's when year 12 started. It was like year 11, year 12. I stopped like my soccer, my hip hop. I stopped all my activities, and I ended up like overeating because of like stress, because of exams. Because again, being in a background where your parents are like, you need to go to school and to become something. My whole physical stuff was cut out because I had to focus on study, and that drove me nuts. And people resort to emotional eating because I was stressed out. I'd eat whatever I wanted, and chocolate and ice cream was like my go-to. So I'd be stressing out with my exams or my essays, and I'd be munching on chocolate. Or I was stressing out, I'd be like, I'm going to go get some ice cream, and I'd go to my car, go to the milk bar, get gelato, and eat gelato while I'm doing my freaking essays. And then whatever, you pile on all this weight, and you're like, wow, I'm so big now.
That's crazy. That's like a big roller coaster.
Yeah. And that's when I started at Phoenix. So I hated what I was studying. I was studying psychology at the time. And I got into my 3rd year, and I'm like, I don't like this. I need to like stop, because this is going to drive me nuts as a profession. And I got into fitness. Even though I was fat, I'm like, fuck it. I swore. I'm like, F-bomb.
First one.
Yeah, I'm like, F-bomb. If I might be a certain way, but I love this industry, and I've always been interested about things. why should I not do something just because I don't look the part as yet? So I got into the industry, loved it. Everyone had a story. I went to Victorian Fitness Academy, John Sharp, David Richardson, and who else? There was another one. There was 2 more people, Dom, and there was another lady, curly hair. They were my teachers. They were great. And then Good Life happened, and then we met Pat, and then we met everyone else, and then we're here. Yeah. So being fat is actually okay because you actually become more determined in things, and you don't let people's opinions of you bring you down later on in life because you're like, I got somewhere without your opinion, so why can't, So if you're fat, it's okay. Just focus on getting strong, and then everything else will follow. Because when you feel strong, you're untouchable.
Like a Hodgman?
Yeah. Yeah.
All
I have something for you guys. I want you guys to show us your best chest pose, your best flex, your best tricep pose, and your best like Superman, not Superman, like fighter pose. Yeah. Best chest pose. Go.
What's the next pose?
Your best bicep pose. Wait a minute. How about your best tricep pose? Yeah.
I just done a tricep workout with Kate as well, so it's got the pump.
Yeah.
What about your best fighter pose? Who's that and who's that?
This is me.
Okay, who's that?
That's the McGregor.
Tell us a little bit about Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor. I
That's
don't know. He's
slid in so good.
I just really like Conor McGregor. Just the way that he comes across. He's really cocky. He doesn't give a shit, and it's really funny. Just the way that he talks.
He's a really good fighter.
Yeah, he can talk and he can back it up as well.
Who do you think's gonna win, him or Alvarez?
McGregor.
Yeah.
What round? What are you predicting?
Well, he reckons it's first round, knock him out, but I don't say first round because Alvarez is a beast.
Yeah.
I reckon in the third.
I reckon first round knockout.
I reckon in the third.
If he doesn't knock him out in the first 2, Alvarez is gonna win.
Ooh,
That's my call.
He has to knock him out.
Alvarez is gonna.
That's the only way he can win. He has to knock him out.
When's the fight?
3 weeks, I think.
It's 3 weeks. It's gonna be a good fight.
3 weeks. Yep.
If
Well,
Conor
New York City.
McGregor was watching this,
Yep.
what would you guys?
Oh, shut up, Johnny.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be.
What was the question? Sorry.
He was watching,
Yep.
not this now, but
Yeah.
let's say
I'll watch it.
in a couple of months or in a year's time, he stumbles across
Yep.
these videos and he's going through it, and obviously we put a little mention that he's in this, and he's like, let me find this part that I'm in.
Okay.
And he gets to it, right?
Yep.
What would you say to him, just as who he is and how he's what would you say to him?
I would just say keep on doing what you're doing. I mean,
Yeah.
he's making the money. He's one of the wealthiest athletes out at this stage.
He's doing really well.
So
He knows what
he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing, man. No one can tell him what to do.
Yeah. I don't think we have to tell him anything. He's doing everything
Do what
right.
you're doing.
Would you guys challenge him to anything? Like if it were like to an arm wrestle?
Play a
or-
game of chess.
Ooh. So would you be down,
Nothing physical.
Mr.
Nothing
McGregor?
physical.
Would you be down to play a game of chess
Like,
with
show me
Johnny
the
Do,
money.
Yeah.
Patrick Hong, and
Show me the
myself?
money.
2 mil. We put up 2 mil on the line.
2 mil.
Oh, let's do it. I hope he sees this. Play us all individually.
That's hilarious.
That's fun.
I got a question. So, what reality TV show would you guys be on?
Amazing Race.
And why?
You go first.
Amazing Race.
Yep. And why?
There's travel. You're challenging people. You get to do extreme stuff that you probably sometimes don't get to do throughout your life. So I'd love to be in a moment where I'm like, all right, in order to progress to the next stage, you need to skydive or you need to eat this or whatever. I'd be like, sweet, there's a reason for me to do this stuff. So I'd do that. And also you get to travel, and then I'm racing people, and then you win money at the end.
That's true.
And you're on TV. It's pretty cool.
A reality TV show or a game show? What's the question?
Just anything.
Yeah, reality.
Any TV show.
Reality game TV show. Yeah.
I'd love to be on the Shark Tank.
Shark Tank.
I would love, if I ever have the chance to be on the Shark Tank, as a investor, like investing into other people's.
Oh, as an investor.
Yeah.
You mean like as you coming in?
No, maybe I'll come in first and then get that done.
Yep.
And then become an investor.
What product would you put up?
Okay, as a person that's trying to get someone to invest into my company, what products? I think me and Hilal will be opening I think one day we'll have like our own little bar, or like what I reckon, a shake or a bar.
A supplement brand.
We'll come out with our own supplement line one day. You know,
That'll be good.
Called what should we call it?
Yeah. Couldn't be the Evolve. The Evolve.
The Evolve.
The Evolve.
The Evolve.
I don't know.
It's like a clothing brand.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't copyright
Like a
things.
gym clothing brand.
Evolving Physiques. Let's call it Evolving Physiques.
Evolving Physiques Protein.
But-
Evolving Physiques.
Yeah.
Go on,
Creatine.
Evolving
That's
Physiques.
your name.
Evolving Physique Protein. If you like it, want it, we'll ship it to you. Just use our discount
Subscribe
code. Yeah. Shark Tank. I would. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would do. What about you?
There's two.
Ooh.
So,
This was a pre
first one?
question.
would be Survivor.
Oh!
Kick ass in Survivor.
Yeah, I think
Survivor's
it'd be
all
great.
about mind games and obviously the
Mind
physical
games.
challenges as well.
Do you like playing mind games?
Look, I reckon like I can talk a bit of shit,
Yeah.
get people thinking. I reckon that'll be good. And the second one would be The Apprentice.
Oh.
I was thinking The Apprentice. I was going to say Shark Tank or The Apprentice. I would love to be on The Apprentice. I think that's really good because it's your hustle versus someone else's hustle. And it's your brains. It's not just working hard. You need to work collectively in your team to get for you to get to the next stage. You know, it's like team. It's still part of a team.
100%.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yep, I reckon it's good.
Apprentice would be good. Wow, that's a good question. Always want to be on the show.
So it's funny. You want to be on Apprentice. I wanted to be on Survivor, and he says both of them in one. That's so
There
funny.
you go.
So I'd like to be on Survivor.
Survivor's
Survivor's cool.
Survivor's awesome.
Hunting and it's.
Have you watched
I love
Naked and
Survivor.
Afraid?
What's that?
Naked and so two contestants get dropped off. I think it's on like the Nat Geo or something like that. But two people, they get dropped off on an island. I think it's for like a month.
Yeah.
And they're naked and they have to survive. So you have to catch your own. It's like similar to Survivor.
They get dropped off
but
on
you
an
don't know
island
anyone
naked.
else. Yep.
And what are they? Okay.
And then you have to go around. You have to obviously make shelter, make fire, catch.
So it's a more extreme version of
It is
Survivor.
very much. Yeah, very much so.
Oh, these days I don't even watch TV. I can imagine what they come up with these days.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Keeping up with the Evolving Physiques team. No?
Yeah, you should do the vlogs for it.
Vlogs. We're going to start doing vlogs. You know what we're doing? Like I've been thinking, if we had a vlogger following us, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like making this whole place an epic TV reality show.
yeah, it'll be awesome.
That'd
Like
be
embedded.
crazy.
Yeah,
Be
like
like
having
embedded.
and having like people like how we do our little Snapchats and interviews with like having an actual person do it.
Yep.
Because this place is not run off like systems and like do this a certain way. It's very flowy, very like just train, get your training session done. It's fun.
It's good atmosphere.
A good atmosphere, and
Yeah.
people need to see this. Like, I think a lot of gyms where they go wrong is you got to do one thing a certain way. Do your 8 reps, rest a minute. 8 reps, rest a minute. In, out. Like, if you want to just relax and just train, people don't want to. People think this is the right way to do things. Having someone follow us and like watch everything that goes on here really is like, oh wow, this place is awesome.
True.
Yeah, definitely.
I got two things. I've noticed you've got tattoos.
Yep.
Can you tell us what tattoos you have? And
So
do they
we're gonna go
resemble?
sleeve. Yep.
Yeah.
So I got. I'll show you this.
Oh, here we go. The guns are coming out.
Yay! Johnny too! And I love his absorbed Under Armour.
Just done triceps with Kate. Alright,
Okay,
so
big shout out, okay.
I always wanted a tattoo. Like, obviously, I reckon it looks really cool. It's part of art.
I like how you have one sleeve. Are you going to keep the one
You look
sleeve?
so
I don't
boss.
know. I really want to get another sleeve.
Really? I think
Yeah.
it looks so much cooler with one sleeve.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been really thinking about getting another sleeve, and I want to get flowers this time. So right now, I got.
Coloured flowers.
No. I want to keep it black and grey. So right now, I got one sleeve, which is this one here is the God of War. So growing up, obviously,
I love it.
and his horse. There's his horse.
Wow, that's really nice.
So growing up, I used to watch a lot of like these old Asian
Yeah,
yeah, you know what I'm talking
samurai
about?
stuff.
Yeah, samurais, ninjas, and everything like that. So, like in the ancient age.
Are you talking about the cartoons?
No, I'm talking about the actual movies.
The ones that fly,
TV
the ones
series.
that fly
Through the Sky.
My
Duke of Mount Deer.
Yeah.
A lot of TVB series, like Chinese ones.
Yeah.
So I was really into it. So
I feel like you used to watch Young and Dangerous.
oh man, I was all over Young and Dangerous. I
Okay.
still watch Young and Dangerous now. So that's why I got that piece there.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to make it like an Asian theme. My very first one was this one here, which is a Buddha, because I'm Buddhist.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. And then part of that, I wanted to keep it like the theme to be like an Asian sleeve. So that's why obviously I adopted the bottom part here. And then this one here is Monkey King.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So Monkey King is a mythological god, a Chinese god. So he has 72 powers. And it was born from a rock. Yeah. Wow. And then when it was born from a rock, he obviously grew up. And then he went to the heavens. Have you guys watched Monkey King?
No.
You're missing out, man.
I know.
Yeah.
72 powers.
So
Crazy.
he's 72 powers. So he can fly, he can morph into anything you want. He's got a stick, he's got a cloud. So you know Goku from Dragon Ball? He's based on Monkey King.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Shane should know that.
He's going to get Monkey King on his arm now.
Yeah, so that's Monkey King. So he went up into the heavens, and then he was really destructive, and he just like blew up heaven, right? And then Buddha, had to pull him into, pretty much contain him. So they trapped him under a mountain, for like 500 years. And they said that the only way that you'll get out of this mountain is soon there's going to be a monk that's going to come across, and he's got some scriptures that's going to take to the west. Yeah. So that's why they call it Journey to the West. And you have to take him, you have to assist him in walking him there. So it's based in India. And you have to walk him, obviously, from where we are to the west. Yeah, and it will take you probably about a good 10 years or whatever. But you have to walk. You can't fly him. You can't, anything else. So he was one of, obviously, the monk's disciples. With another two, which is a pig and also like a sea monster. But Monkey King, you're going to get onto it, man.
I like
So that's my tats. But then now I really want to obviously go like nature, sort of. Yeah. I want to go flowers.
Oh, Johnny, you're so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, so that's my tats.
That's awesome.
I feel like you used to love the guy from Fast and Furious, the Jin from Fast and Furious.
Jin. Oh man, the rap battler. So I'm really into like hip hop, urban rap.
Yeah. Jin was my favorite.
Yeah. Jin. Oh man, I used to know his lines like off the
because like all Asians growing up in a Western culture, they all fucking like the same shit.
Yeah.
They all like the same shit.
They grew up with too much American stuff.
Yeah, because Jin was our only hope. We didn't have anyone in Hollywood or anyone in the mainstream media that was really representing like our ethnicity to a more pop culture scene.
Yep.
And there was Jackie Chan,
Bruce Lee.
But before that, Bruce Lee. But that wasn't my time.
Yep.
I don't think it was your time.
No, definitely not.
Bruce Lee. There was Jackie Chan. Then Jet Li was the Jackie Chan's sidekick.
Yep.
And then after that was Jin, and Jin was this rapper from I think it was LA.
Yep.
Yeah, downtown LA or something. And then he's rapped this song called Learn Chinese.
Yeah.
That blew up, and then everything after that just went downhill.
Do you guys know the lyrics?
Yeah, I'm gonna learn Chinese.
Yeah. Do it.
Chinese.
Do it. Ready?
I don't know the song.
I don't know. But
Do
there's
the beat.
he was from Rough Riders.
Yeah, it was from Rough Riders. So DMX is the DMX E.
Deadman X.
Yeah.
Shane.
Yes, Shane. Your boy. Now he's like a comedian. He's a stand-up comedian.
Is he?
Yeah.
Who, DMX?
No.
Jim. Yeah. I follow him on
He
Insta.
does stand-up, and I follow him too. Now there's you probably know Dumbfounded as well.
Dumbfounded, he's good.
So we all know the same thing.
Conceited is awesome. Do you watch Wild
These
and Out?
These are hip-hop battlers.
Yeah. You guys should watch Wild and Out.
Yeah, Wild and Out from Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon, yeah. Conceited was good, but there's Jin also. He took a break, because now he got all real religious, He took a break from obviously gangster rap, and then he went to Hong Kong. And in Hong Kong, he started. I watch a lot of Chinese series. Yeah. So then he was really big in Hong Kong. Yeah. So they signed him up to be to go on a lot of Chinese series, So the soap operas, like your equivalent to Home and Away and Neighbours. And
so what's your background?
So my mum is Chinese and my dad is Vietnamese.
Okay, same, very similar to me.
Yeah.
Mandarin, Cantonese.
Mandarin.
I want to learn Mandarin,
but I don't speak it.
Oh, you don't speak at all? Only Vietnamese.
Yeah. I really want to learn Canto.
I want to learn Mandarin. Mandarin's like a more renowned language.
Yep.
Once you know Mandarin, you can kind of transition to Cantonese.
I think it's a little bit hard, but the words are very similar. Apparently, from what I've been told.
I've realised Spanish is the second most spoken language in the world. That's why me and Hilal are learning it.
See.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo
Buenos
estás?
dias. And then it's
Buenos dias.
Muy bien. Muy bien's very good.
Muy bien.
I don't know that.
Vale.
So I'm not gonna
Say,
anything.
muy bien.
Muy bien.
Yeah.
Buenos dias.
Muy
I know,
bien.
I know a
How are
tag
you?
word to Buenos
Yeah.
dias, but I won't say it. It's pretty
Yeah, and Mandarin's first. The biggest language in the world is Mandarin. Then Spanish. Then English. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
So cool.
And then it's Hindi.
yeah.
Pretty cool.
Big population.
One more question. So I have to do this, Johnny. I want us to walk over to this PB board, and I want you to tell us how you are the strongest guy
You're the
here.
strongest guy in the gym.
You truly. So obviously Pat's one of our strong guys, but where's one of our clients and friends? We got Johnny. And what you're wanting to get as well on top of it. Follow us.
Coming to the PB board.
Alright.
That's backwards, but okay.
Alright. So that's me there.
Yep, so Johnny.
Alright, so my squats, I'm hitting 165
For how many reps?
that 165 was for 1 rep, but leading up to it, obviously, go about 8 reps.
Yeah.
I want to get to I'll be happy with about 200.
200?
200.
Yep, 200 kilogram squat. Yep.
Yep, 200 kgs.
Yeah.
And then for my deadlifts, I'm actually quite proud of the
Yeah.
deads.
What's your deadlift at?
205 kilos.
205 kilos.
Yeah. So that took ages to get to. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't even deadlift. I couldn't even squat properly when I first obviously met these guys. And I was only doing barbell squats, just like the 20 kilos, and I was struggling with that. So for me to obviously be able to deadlift 205 kilos, like that, how long did that take? Probably about 3 years, yeah?
Yeah.
Took about 3 years.
We started only deadlifting about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
We started training 3 years ago, but you started deadlifting probably a year and a half to 2 years ago.
Yep.
And we're going to get him to a comp in probably March, so stay tuned.
Team Johnny.
Team Johnny. I give a tip to someone sitting at home, who's procrastinating about training or lifting weights, especially, being a guy that wants to lose weight as well. What kind of tips can you give to someone that, doesn't know where to start?
I reckon you just got to get at it. Procrastination, I used to procrastinate heaps. And I've been in weight training for a while, but I never used to train consistently.
Yeah.
So being in the right environment, with the right team, with the right support, I reckon goes a long way. I reckon the reason why, because I'll probably train for weight training wise, good 10 years. But I really wasn't training effectively purely because I used to just go in and I'm a big guy and go and I can lift weights. But obviously not doing it the right way, not being consistent at it, that's going to be your downfall, and that was my downfall. So when I met these guys and I started actually doing it the right way, doing it more consistent, and it's about having the right people, obviously who you train with as well, and people on the right path as you. So I reckon that, for the guys who are sitting at home, who's saying, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week, just get at it, just go do it now.
Get at it. That's the tip of the day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Johnny. All right, we're going to sign off. Oh, shit, sorry.
My goal at this stage, I'm trying to reach 220.
220.
220.
We're coming 220.
220.
All right, so we're going to sign out, but if you want to look at more videos and watch more, just subscribe just above here and see Johnny's triceps. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you the EP sign. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
What are we doing?
EP sign. See the E and the P?
Yeah.
That's a B.
EP. Representing. All right, we are out.
Peace.
Peace.